Season's greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Naughty versus nice. Tonight's decorative topics are: which modern Pixar character would make the best Scrooge? Best segment from the Star Wars Holiday Special? And which Christmas classic should the Muppets remake? Well, Christmas time's almost here, and we haven't a second to lose. Grab a Christmas cookie, a bag of Arctic snow, and carrots for the reindeer as we head to where all the magic happens, the arena! In this corner, embittered by the fact he never got his Oscar Mayer weenie whistle. He's anxiety-ridden and needs multiple arms to find a Turbo Man. It's Tiki!
I seriously need multiple arms for the energy drinks. To hell with Turbo Man. I need the multiple arms for the exact same reason anxiety does.
And in the opposing corner, they call him the People's Champ. Probably out of pity, but they do. He's got soul and an unsettling love for Diane Carroll and reindeers. It's PerGron!
Hello. Happy to be here.
And joining me on this winter wonderful tribunal, it's Jacob Weil and Rohit Dar.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
So, how we doing?
Jolly and merry at this time.
I'm still recovering from this week's episode of Creature Commandos. My God. That last 5 minutes, dude.
Not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You know what's funny about that, Dragon? I was literally just talking to Gulliver about the show, and you know how Gulliver kind of like, he likes to keep his superhero stuff kind of on the lighter side. I'm like, oh, don't worry, it's got some pretty good character stuff, but it's all in good fun. And then this fucking episode happens. I'm like, oh, never mind. Never mind.
You say that after, you say that after the second, third in this episode.
Well, look, I'm just saying, like, at least with episode 3, we had the, the mechanical boy song to end out that. I mean, this episode was just too much. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Creature Commandos. That's Sunday.
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 We already have comments here.
Oh, do we now?
We have LEB saying howdy.
Howdy.
And Kogia, I think that on We Finish That Out should be Scrooge. Well, you're not too far off from one of the picks, actually.
You know what? It's not my pick, but I like the way you're thinking about that, though. I like the idea of basically like Riley has grown apathetic towards the holidays, and that's kind of the arc. Like, I kind of wish I would have thought of that, honestly.
It's a Gen Z Scrooge.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to go through the rules for our merry little debate here, and I want you both to pay attention because it's going to be interesting. Okay, so we got 3 rounds. Works the same old. You're going to reveal your pick, have your opening statement, and then it's a festive fight to the finish. Well, until you hear this sound. So that's our most important member of our panel, and when he speaks up, everybody shut up. It'll be time for us to deliberate, the judges and myself, and we will decide, who made the most convincing and compelling argument, who gets the votes, and whoever gets the most votes gets a point.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, in the spirit of the holidays.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is a good thing. It's a good thing.
Well, it's
In the
just you told me
spirit-
to pay attention to the rules, so I'm like, what extra layer of bullshit?
No,
are we
no,
dealing
no.
with?
No, it's not a wrong instinct, but just just buckle up. So, in the spirit of the holidays, there will be no penalty phrase.
Oh,
Huh?
okay.
How
Oh,
nice is that?
Nice.
But
Instead, we're gonna spin our wheels over who's gonna be naughty and who's been nice.
what? Oh no.
And you know what? Forget about looking for a coin because you boys are going to be seeing it a lot.
Oh god.
So
why
here's
do you think this is titled Naughty versus Nice?
so at the start of each round, we're going to flip a coin. Looks like Anton Sugar, you're going to call it. Or, well, I guess we're going to make you call it like Anton Sugar would. So you're going to call it, whoever gets it right. You make the nice list. You get it right, you make the nice list, and you get to unwrap a present at the end of the round. The other guy, de facto, he will be naughty, and he's getting coal. And we're going to see how big a lump he's going to get
Oh god.
when that wheel spins.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm so down for this. This is awesome.
So again, we will reveal we'll spin the wheel and reveal the reward and punishment at the end of each main round. It's only going to go on for the main round.
Okay,
Again.
okay.
So again, at the start of each round, we're going to flip the coin. You're going to call, and whoever gets it right will.
But there's no regular coin, no secret coin.
Nope. Just
Okay.
just those coins.
The thing is, I went over that one time we did it for the trick or treat question at Halloween when I thought it'd be fun to expand it to this.
Right. All right.
So anyone has any angry letters or death threats, direct them Jacob's way.
Okay, before we get started, I would like to lay out, I just because I didn't have time to do this off air, I would like to lay out some personal stakes between PerGron and I for who wins this. All right, you ready for this, PerGron?
okay.
Remember, it is 1-1 Tiki versus the People's Champ.
Well, that's true. So, PerGron, as you know, you and I, we've been working really hard behind the scenes all year on the Golden Tikis, and the time of the nominations is imminent. Once we have seen Nosferatu and, to a much lesser extent, A Complete Unknown next week, it'll be time. We're not going to wait around for stuff like The Brutalist or Sing Sing. I'm looking forward to those movies, but, this is the People's Award show. God damn it. No, it's not. But, so PerGron, what I'm proposing is, as you know, with the nomination process, we are going to be both nominating, like basically passing through one nomination of our choice a piece, and then doing the wild card pick. So what I'm proposing here is whoever wins tonight gets control of the order in which we pick for any given category.
Oh.
So, yeah. So if some categories you want to pick first, some categories you want to pick second, any given category, it's completely the call of whoever wins tonight.
I like this wager.
All right, let's do it. I'm excited.
Place your bets, folks.
Who will win?
I need your prayers, LEB. I need your prayers tonight. This is big.
Who will win? The People's Champ or the People's Pariah?
This is big. We got to get long legs in every category, guys.
That's not going to happen.
Well, we'll see.
No love
Alright.
for Montclair.
And tonight, even the People's Champ can be naughty on the naughty list.
Bum bum bum.
Tell that to the police officer.
Yep, I don't think he's going to let you off easy this time, PerGron.
How dare I park?
Tiki's the naughty one.
Yep.
And Nelly B, go Champ!
Well, at least it's good. It's good to know you both have fans. Singular, but you both have fans.
Yes.
All right, so again, we went to the speed round. So with you, dear audience members, when we get to the speed round, we are taking audience questions. So if you have questions, we'll be inclined to use them. So think them up, leave them for us, and stick around. Dear God, don't leave questions and leave us alone with them. Okay, we need you here because you're gonna judge them. We get so lonely when you leave. Don't leave us, please.
Provided no, and don't and no, just to be funny, provide the answer and without any context what your question is, and then we have to figure out what the question is to your answer.
Don't listen to this man. He tried prosecuting Santa. He'll take a whole bunch of letters to overrule him. It's a whole thing. Anyway, so first to 5 points wins the game. Gentlemen, I know I've thrown a lot at you here. Do you understand these rules as we've tried to explain them to you both here this fine evening?
As much as I'm going to.
Yeah.
PerGron, do you want me to reiterate anything?
Yeah, please go over everything again. No, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Oh. Well, you see, there are 3 main rounds.
The round numbers changed? Whoa.
I conflated the 5 points versus 5 rounds thing.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cue the randomizer.
Cue the randomizer. So, as you all know, whoever is on top will go first. Tiki!
All right.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Tiki goes first for the 3 main rounds.
Okay, so to build suspense and fuel the anxiety, Jacob, let's go to the naughty nice coin.
The naughty nice coin. All right.
All right. So so
It refreshed it, so it flipped it automatically.
okay, boys, call it.
Heads.
Tails.
All right, there we go.
I think we should just designate one person as heads and one person as tails, just to make this go easier. So we.
All right, fine. Okay, so again, are you supposed to keep it like a Tiki? You're going to be heads.
All right.
PerGron, you're going to be tails. Whoever gets it is nice.
Sounds good.
All right. Tossing in 3, 2.
Ooh.
All right.
The PerGron's the nice one this round.
Yep.
But Tiki still goes first. And that brings us to the first question.
Wait. Okay, so I guess I need something refreshed. So I don't know what my punishment is until after this is over?
Yeah, until after it's over. Until after the first round.
Okay. All right.
But remember, you also don't have to worry about a penalty phrase either, so you don't have to worry about any of that.
Okay.
And that brings us to the first question, Dragon.
Which 2020's Pixar character would make the best Scrooge?
All right. I have Anxiety from Inside Out 2.
And I have Joe Gardner from Soul.
Both Pete Docter projects, technically.
Yep. All right. So I think Anxiety around the holiday season and just having that like emphasized in the style of a Christmas story or a Christmas Carol, I should say, just makes so much sense. Anxiety has already taken on very much like a leadership boss type role in Inside Out 2. And as Riley gets more and more into her teenage years, Anxiety is just going to get more and more prevalent. And I think that Inside Out is a franchise that we just saw with Dream Productions that the main movies are going to do really well. But much like Toy Story, this is a franchise with serious spinoff potential. I think an Inside Out Christmas special just makes a lot of sense. And like I said, I think Anxiety around the holidays, it fits like a glove. I think Anxiety just basically the whole thing would be Anxiety. Just I realize I'm pitching more of a Christmas. So I just think Anxiety makes sense from a Scrooge point of view, just because of the character arc, just because you can really turn her around. I don't necessarily think the special would like follow a Christmas Carol beat by beat, but I think you can still do stuff with it. Yeah, I realize that's not the best. All right. I'm kind of in the weeds with my own pitch here. All right, PerGron, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think the thing about Ebenezer Scrooge that Joe Gardner really exemplifies is at the core of it all, it's a broken man who is broken by obsession. Scrooge is obsessed with money. Joe Gardner is obsessed with making it successful in jazz music, and that obsession leads them to drive people who are close to them away. It makes them both end up becoming so self-absorbed into the world that they're in that they become a hollow shell of a person that they were, and that they have to go through a character journey, and they have to go through a story alongside fellow travelers in order to shed that obsession, to shed that greed, that selfishness that they both embody, in order to realize that there's more to being a human than just having the one thing that you're obsessed with. And I think the two are really, really close in that regard. So I think Joe going through that journey would absolutely work as an Ebenezer Scrooge character.
All right. Let's fight out past, present, future.
Okay, I think there's two main things that I feel like I have over you. Number one, I just feel like Joe is just like he's just too nice of a guy. He's the protagonist. I think he is relatively easygoing. He already kind of went through his character journey. The thing with anxiety is that, like, yeah, anxiety might be getting like the she might be in the clear at the end of Inside Out too. But the thing with anxiety is that it's always going to be there, and as you get older, it's going to be more and more prevalent. The big thing, though, that I really think separates the two of us here is that anxiety is in that kind of leadership corporate position that you can slot into the Scrooge arc. I really feel like it just makes a lot of sense for her to just be not just working herself into overdrive around the holidays, but working everyone else. Like I said, especially because, like, if we're setting this maybe like 1 year after Inside Out 2, it's like, Riley's 14 now, and there's just a lot of stuff going on there. Maybe, just anxiety about just everything around Christmas. I feel like just the panic attack, the stake of having the panic attacks would just would be really prevalent.
Yeah, I think my biggest issue with anxiety is she cares too much. Like, anxiety is a fundamental excess of caring. And Scrooge very much does not care. And that's his whole issue, is the lack of care, the lack of empathy, the lack of self-inflection. Very much Scrooge as a character is very much a selfish person, and anxiety is anything but. Anxiety is shown in her film to be very much looking out for other people, doing it the wrong way, but very much not being a selfish figure, where Joe is a selfish figure throughout much of his movie. And does he go on the arc? Or on the journey? Absolutely, but so doesn't anxiety. Both of them come out at the end having learned something, and I don't think we can take that really.
But Joe literally stares into the eye of death and comes out the other side. That's got to change a man. I don't know. Frankly, one of the things about Inside Out 2 that I don't buy, just generally speaking, is the fact that the ending is a little bit too easy. The fact that Riley does make the hockey team at the end. And I feel like one of the big things there is that, like, there is no way that a 13-year-old child is going to just quell the emotion of anxiety and just have it not be an issue. And I feel like much like Scrooge is an established presence within A Christmas Carol. He's been doing this for a long time. I feel like there could be this thing where people could look back like, oh man, anxiety did have it together, during the summer or even during the fall. But now it's just an entirely different thing. And I feel like that over caring can kind of loop back around into being self-destructive. It's that kind of perfectionist thing that we did explore in Inside Out 2. I feel like being that sort of, again, I feel like one of the big things, one of the core arguments that I keep coming back to is that anxiety around the holidays is just, it's an inherent thing. It's like, it's literally built into the fabric of Christmas and pop culture at this point. I
Right,
feel
and,
like they go hand in hand together.
An Inside Out holiday special focused on anxiety, especially in the holiday season, absolutely 1,000,000%, I'm sold. But anxiety is Ebenezer Scrooge as even a Scrooge type figure. I really come back to just the idea that I don't think anxiety exemplifies what Scrooge is. Now, I could absolutely see anxiety being a ghost of Christmas future. I can absolutely see that. She's coming up and she's like, "Look what could happen. This
No!
would be the worst fucking thing imaginable." But I don't see her as that Scrooge-like figure. I see her as somebody who cares too much. Where I think Joe comes down to he is in his core obsessed, and the fact that he has an obsession, the fact that he is so passionate about something, the fact that it can blind him to the world, is very much an Ebenezer Scrooge trait. He's also grumpy. He smiles, all right, sure, but he is a grumpy person. We see him in scenes when he's with the little soul character. They are, and she's in his body. He's stressed out. He does not want her to be there. He wants to be in complete control, like Ebenezer Scrooge likes to be in complete control. I can absolutely see Joe. Maybe he has a family now, and they want to celebrate Christmas, but he is still so obsessed with his career, with his life, with what he.
You know what? I'm just gonna concede this point to you because I just got interrupted by family, and it's just totally throwing me out. Just give him the point.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just that's just Jesus Christ. I need to just refresh here.
Okay, point numero uno goes to PerGron.
Sorry, PerGron.
That's all right. I'm not going to complain about a point.
There.
All right.
I knew that was going to happen because my grandma was like just getting home from a get together, and I knew she was going to come in and check on me. So yeah, that there was literally nothing I could do about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to actually get a life and be able to move on.
Let's.
This is my anxiety around the holidays, people. Anyways, yeah, let's move on.
Okay, Jacob. Let's go to the wheel. Let's go to the wheels.
All right. Oh, none I need to. There we go. So here we have the naughty wheel. It's spinning. PerGron. This.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh yeah, Jacob.
Oh wait.
Yeah, hold on.
Wait, yeah, let me switch it over. Sorry.
Golden anticipation. Theater of the mind, kids. Here it is.
There we go. The naughty wheel.
Bum bum bum.
Yes, Tiki, this one shall be your punishment. And keep in mind, these will not be going away.
Oh wait. So if I get this, it's permanent.
Well, no. What I mean is like we don't like eliminate them, so they're still going to remain.
Oh, okay, I got you.
For future spins.
Okay.
Right, so what did we? Ah.
That means during the speed. That means during a speed round question of his choice, PerGron can choose your answer.
I'm fine with this.
Okay.
All right, and now time for the nice wheel.
Let's see what PerGron's gonna open up today.
Woo!
Ooh, let's see.
Oh! That means gaining.
Oh, jeez. I don't like that.
That means from the first round, PerGron has 2 points.
Look at him go.
A mathematical Christmas miracle.
PerGron, you've gotten so much better. You used to stink, but look at you now. 2 points without breaking a sweat.
Yeah, last time I didn't even get one.
Yeah.
In the main round.
Yeah, you were terrible.
I was bad last time.
Yeah.
I thought I had one of those, though.
You reeked like day-old fruitcake, buddy.
All right, Dragon.
Okay.
All skill, I agree, yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, that, folks, is how the naughty and nice wheels will work.
Okay.
And
round
so
numero dos.
Time to flip the coin once. Wait, are we just not? Are we just never mind.
No, you're right. We flipped the coin. I thought we'd go the round and then flip the coin. But you're right. Let's flip the coin.
Before we go to round 2.
Yep.
So, PerGron is tails and Tiki's heads again, right?
Yes, Tiki's heads, PerGron's tails through the duration of the main round. Yes. Okay, so let's flip it and see who. So he's gonna be naughty and nice this time.
All right. Hey!
Oh, God.
Oh, PerGron. I think PerGron's taking Lady Luck out to a nice dinner this holiday season.
Sorry, Tiki.
That's all good.
She's getting a good gift this year.
But who knows? Sometimes the nice ones might have an adverse effect down the line.
Alright.
But
Okay.
that brings us to round numero dos.
What is the best segment from the acclaimed Star Wars Holiday Special with the proviso, besides the Boba Fett cartoon, aka The Faithful Wookiee?
All right. I have Harvey Korman's iconic turn as Chef Gourmanda, amphibian instructor. I totally didn't just look that up.
PerGron.
I have the scene where Chewbacca's grandfather Itchy gets seduced by Diane Carroll singing to him in virtual reality.
And no, folks, neither of these are made up.
Not a fever dream.
Well,
Well, still, I mean, he's not sick. He's just
George Lucas wants it to be.
he would Lucas would love it to be. Anyway, pulse rifles aside, Tiki.
Yeah, so when I think Star Wars Holiday Special, especially like what's actually appealing about the Star Wars Holiday Special, I think camp. Like that is what you are watching this thing for. And Harvey Korman just provides that in spades. I think he is by far one of the most memorable singular components to this thing. The look is iconic. The bit is iconic. It's very quotable. Stir, whip, whip, stir, whip, whip, stir. And I just think my argument against the Itchy scene is just that, like, even in something like The Room, which is Camp City, the sex scenes are the most boring scenes. Like, the sex scenes are just like, okay, yeah, the rest of this is great, but this is just uncomfortable. I feel the same way about the Itchy scene. I feel like Harvey Korman just brings joy. Yeah, that's all I'll say for now. I think I've got a rock solid argument for this one.
PerGron, what say you?
In presumably the summer of the late 1970s, a little man named George Lucas came up with a concept in which he would take his beloved film and he would make a holiday special and he would put softcore fucking pornography in it. And that is the wildest thing I could possibly imagine being in a Star Wars movie. Now, why is it the best part of the holiday special? That is a great question, my dear friends. The reason it is the best part of the holiday special is because of the faces Itchy is making are fucking hilarious. This is an old man Wookiee with like the jaw that sticks over the lip. Like this is cartoon. You can see it in the picture. And he is just like making these ridiculous like Elmer Fudd Looney Tunes type cartoon faces. The song itself that she sings, not terrible, all things considered. I mean, it's no Jedi rocks, but and just the pure balls of putting this sequence in here is what makes it the best.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Dragon. Go ahead.
Let's fight it out.
So, PerGron, I think the big thing that drags you down, besides, as I mentioned before, just the sheer uncomfortable factor, like, you cannot watch this with the family. Like, this is definitely something you're going to have to fast forward. But the Star Wars Holiday Special, one of the things that I really do think does drag it down, even as a piece of camp, is the fact that we just get a lot of musical performances. And at the end of the day, this is just another musical performance. And yeah, Itchy's facial reactions definitely make it a more fun sequence than something like, just, hey, now Jefferson Starship is going to come out and sing a song. That still doesn't elevate it beyond just like a musical performance with some really fucking uncomfortable, yet admittedly kind of funny facial reactions going on. I think that Harvey Korman, the thing that I really think elevates the Harvey Korman thing is the fact that, like, we've seen bits and pieces of the holiday special work its way into Skeleton Crew. That's kind of what inspired this question to begin with. I think that not only can you, like, you would never see this on Skeleton Crew, right? Like, we are never going to see this reference in Disney Star Wars. Not only do I think you can reference this character, I straight up think that if you cast RuPaul as this character in just a modern Star Wars thing, it would just be amazing. It would just, like, this is a role that RuPaul was born to play. And I just think this character legitimately has some staying power. Like, I think she could basically be like the equivalent to Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element if you really play her right.
I mean, it's kind of just a bad Julia Child thing, though. Like, it's not any more creative. Like, I think the fact that Itchy is watching this, one, VR, way ahead of its time, right? George Lucas is a genius. He predicted the future. This came out before even the Carousel of Progress finale sequence did, right? This is the future. The future is VR softcore porn. It's not dated Julia Childs references. And would I love RuPaul as this character in a modern Star Wars? That would be hilarious. Do I love this sequence? Not at all. It is boring. It's nothing interesting. It's just a cooking show. I don't care. Well, they're not even making anything I want to eat. But at least I can watch a weird ass old man Wookiee get his rocks off. This is hilarious. Never, ever, ever in history would you ask me before I watch this, hey, do you think there is a sequence where a Wookiee is implied to be jerking it? I would say, no, what the fuck are you asking me? But it's in it. It's in this movie. And
so again, I think my argument here really comes down to staying power. I think that the Itchy scene is kind of like just this weird sort of like dark secret about the holiday.
And that's the holiday special though, baby. It's weird. It's all weird. We get the weird shit.
I just feel like this character, I feel like people have a fascination with her in the same way that they have a fascination with like Dexter Jettster, right? Like I just feel like wait, is that the name of the guy who owns the bar, or the name of the guy who directed Bohemian Rhapsody?
Both.
Are you serious?
No, Dexter Jettster's the guy who owns the diner in episode 2.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
That's
the guy who directed Bohemian Rhapsody.
Who would have been a much better if this lady was Dexter Jettster in episode 2. If that's the route this went,
I'm saying the characters have the same energy, and the bit is a little bit repetitive. But I mean, I don't feel like it's any less repetitive than the Itchy thing, where all Itchy is doing is making weird facial reactions, and he's reacting to, oh gee, a dated 70s performance by your own admission is just kind of okay. I mean, I feel
kind
like
of okay for the holiday special, though.
Holiday special that are just like this. I feel like my
kind of okay for the holiday special is like glowing review. This is a glowing review saying it's a kind of okay song for the holiday special, where I had to look. I've seen the holiday special. I had to look up your part because I don't remember it at all. I called
shenanigans on that, buddy.
I promise. Like I do not.
Is memorable.
I remembered the forearm lady. I did not remember the sequence in the slightest. I absolutely remembered Itchy. This whole sequence has been trapped in my brain since I was a little kid, and I watched this on VCR. That my uncle showed me when babysitting us.
I don't necessarily. I don't think that makes it the best sequence, though. I think
it makes it memorable. It makes it iconic.
Maybe the most what the fuck sequence, and maybe if this question was the most what the fuck sequence, I feel like you would get this in spades. But I feel like best segment. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade here. B. Arthur was the obvious answer to this question.
Right, and neither of us
picked it just because we wanted to actually make this competitive.
Mhm.
But if you take B. Arthur out of the equation here, I really do think that the fact that my character really does kind of like represent everything that the holiday special is. I feel like your bit is just kind of a bit. It's a
Itchy
weird,
represents the
uncomfortable
culture
bit
of the
that just has-
1970s. Itchy is instant American satisfaction. Itchy is this is innovation. I am being sold this beautiful piece of technology that's going to bring us into the future and let us watch softcore porn in VR. This is the future, baby. This is what America is about. The holiday special is America at its finest, and this sequence absolutely showcases the love of innovation and future that the 1970s had for positivity and pushing for change. This is George Lucas saying, yeah, I don't support all that bad stuff going on, but we are pushing forward, and this is the turning point in civilization.
Drag in the 70s. That was very progressive. That was very ahead of its time. It'd be progressive now.
Okay.
I'm glad I got that one last point in there.
Yeah, that was good.
All right,
sneak.
let's start casting some votes. Okay, I'm gonna throw a rock at Tiki.
All right, thank you.
Throw a rock at him or to him?
Kind of both. I think I bonked him on the head, but he caught it, so I think it worked out.
All right. New Horizons music says Itchy represents the club. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
The American idealism.
All right, Jacob, who do you think made the better argument?
In all honesty, I think I'm going to go with Tiki on this one as well.
All right. Okay, what say you, Judge Dar?
Not that it matters.
Yeah, not that it matters.
I think for me, in terms of what the prompt was the best segment. I feel like Tiki was making more of a case of this character being the best thing or person from the holiday special. I think with PerGron, even though it's over the top, even though it's basically the whole idea of softcore pornography. But the thing is, in him describing the segment, I can imagine the comedic value of it. And so I felt like, and considering the absurdity and the gonzo experimentation nature of the holiday special, I feel like PerGron's chosen segment represents sort of what's the most valuable component of the holiday special. It's just get this gonzo B-side aspect of Star Wars that could never be shown. And I think Tiki's point about this could never be referenced or brought into Stealth Skeleton Crew was well, I think that just leads more to the holiday special being this unique thing that can really be addressed beyond just a little Easter egg. So in my view, I think PerGron wins the point and wins for me in this round.
Okay. All right. Right now it's 2-1, 2 PerGron, 1 Tiki. Did our lovely commenters have anything else to weigh in we should highlight? Or
And then we have obviously we have Ellie B's reaction just simply is huh?
That kind of sums it up nicely, actually.
Yeah. That title is misleading when false advertising when both competitors are naughty.
Let's be real. George Lucas was naughty for this holiday special and for certain design choices in the Clone Wars. Let's be real.
The movie.
If you're asking seriously, Peter Mayhew played Chewbacca. If you don't know.
And Rohit, do you mean the movie or the series?
The movie, but I think the series, eventually, once Dave Filoni kind of steer the ship,
Filoni's carrying the torch, though. It's not on him. That's still Lucas' design.
I mean, I'm just saying because Clone Wars is the movie. The series is great. Both Clone Wars series are great.
Okay.
I wasn't denying that they're bad. I'm just saying Lucas has his tendencies.
I know.
Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money.
Dragon.
Okay. Let's unwrap some presents and punishments. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
How about how about instead we do the nice one first?
Yeah, let's see what PerGron got for Christmas. Oh, look at him! He looks so happy. Oh, what's he gonna get? What's he gonna get?
Oh my
It's-
god.
It's Christmas every day for PerGron.
It's okay, Tiki. Statistically, next time I'm naughty.
Oh
3-1.
Maybe I should have made that one smaller.
Yeah, you probably should have. It's too late now.
And PerGron now has 4 points.
No, 3.
Yeah, 3.
Wait,
Yeah, 3.
You get an additional point. So it's
Remember,
2.
he had 2, and then Tiki got 1.
wait, right, never
No.
mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got mixed up. So it's now 3. Now it's 3-2. Never mind. 3-1.
3-2. Well, 3-1. Now you got me. Yes, 3-1.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I had a brain fart there for a moment. But no.
Okay.
So let's now see what Tiki's point is.
Let's see what Krampus left in Tiki's stocking.
Oh my god!
Oh, Krampus slop! Krampus slop!
Oh god!
Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god.
Back to 0.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Tiki.
This is ridiculous.
Again, direct all angry letters.
I really feel like you guys had the right idea, but I feel like the actual end result is hurting the show, not helping it, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
I
I'm
see
not
this
even
as
saying that like as someone like just because it's happening to me. I'm just saying it in general. This is
Yeah.
kind of
I see
bullshit.
this as an absolute win. I'm working real hard for these points.
PerGron.
I mean, I really don't want to get into a position where we're going into the speed round and you're up 4-1 and we only get
If
to
that's
play
the
one.
case,
All right. I'll remove.
if that's the case,
I'll remove.
I'll give you a point.
I don't know. How about I just remove the point ones?
I kind of feel like maybe once something gets picked twice, let's meet in
Yeah.
the middle there.
All right.
That works.
Oh, well, it won't really matter since this next round, the only last one we're going to use it on anyway.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'm gonna give Tiki 3 points in a gift to the Magi situation, and he's gonna give me the point that he lost to get points, or however that works.
I don't think that. I don't think you have a MacLeod on that on PerGron. I don't know if that's how that works. All right. Anywho, let's assign the naughty and nice ranking.
All right.
All right. Let's see.
Are you
Oh
serious?
my
my
fucking
god,
way.
dude!
I'll do it once more just to be
Well,
fair.
wait. Well, no, that Tiki's heads though.
I know. There we go.
You don't have PerGron. Are you okay with him doing that?
I'm up 3-0. I don't care.
All right. All right.
All right. Now Tiki's on the nice list this time.
Thank God.
You remove the lose a point, right?
Yes.
That works for me.
I made it. How was I supposed? These wheels are supposed to be random.
Yeah, that's a statistical anomaly that we got 4 tails in a row, including the refresh one.
I know, right?
Like I said, how was I supposed to know this would happen?
Maybe we should have called it. Oh well, we live and learn. There's always the Hanukkah debate.
Oh God.
Well, then we have to go 8 rounds for that. That's not going to work at all.
It could be a speed round debate, Dragon.
8 speed rounds.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
First to 5.
Just a purely speed round debate.
Yeah, might have to work a little bit of Passover in there too, but you know. Anyway,
Sorry, folks. I thought this was supposed to be random. I didn't mean for this to get so lopsided. But let's move on to the third round then, shall we?
I'm the people's and the AI's champ, I guess.
Apparently, yeah.
AI loves you, PerGron.
All right, so Dragon, you ready for round 3?
Am I? Yes. Which Christmas classic should get a remake with the Muppets? Tiki?
Okay, I have the iconic Schwarzenegger family romp, Jingle All the Way.
PerGron.
I have the beloved family comedy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
There, Tiki, dazzle us with an opening statement.
R-rated family comedy. I'll just say that right out front.
It's
because
a
that's what
comedy about a family.
All right.
It's a family comedy.
Okay. So I think that Jingle
Well,
All the
actually,
Way.
wait.
What?
Yeah, not an R-rated. It's PG-13.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, my bad.
Go on.
Okay. I think the original Lampoon's.
Yeah. No, the original is not Christmas Vacation, though.
All right, my bad. Okay, so even still, I think Jingle All the Way is much more of a family movie, just in the sense of like it's a lot more broad in its comedy, and I think that's why it's going to play better as a Muppet movie. But just to get really quick into my pitch, I'm not picturing this as like a traditional Muppet movie where we have like Kermit, Fozzie, Gonzo, Piggy in the main roles. I'm specifically pitching this as a Sweetums movie, with Sweetums in the Schwarzenegger role.
Ooh.
And also Big Mean Carl in the Sinbad role. So that's right. We're going full monster Muppets. That's the hook of this. And honestly, there's not going to be a lot of like regular Muppets in this thing. There's going to be Kermit's going to be Turbo Man. Chet the IT guy, who's literally the lamest Muppet I can think of, is going to play Booster. And the army of Santas, the army of mall Santas, the army of mall Santas is all going to be like basically like a whole army of Beaker clones in Santa outfits. Other than that, Vera Farmiga is playing Sweetum's wife, because of course she is. And it's just going to be Vera Farmiga as Vera Farmiga. And Haley Joel Osment will be in the Jake Lloyd role, because he's a grown-ass man-child, and that's the joke. He just really wants a Turbo Man, and he's really demanding of his father to get it. I think this whole premise, just the fact that it's Sweetums is a Muppet that I really feel like steals the show time and time and time again in like small bit parts. And there's just so much about him that we don't know, that I really feel like he exemplifies that kind of Schwarzenegger, like he's a big guy with a heart of gold. And I think giving him a movie, putting him in that Schwarzenegger Jingle All the Way position, pitting him against Big Mean Carl in the antagonistic role and as a fellow monster, I just really like where my pitch is going. I really like how unconventional it is as a Muppet movie. And like I said, I think Jingle All the Way as a movie is just a lot more wacky. It's got a lot more hijinks and antics and set pieces than something like Christmas Vacation. That's my pitch.
All right, PerGron, what do you have?
All right, yeah. I'm going to play it a little more straight, a little more kind of, these are the Muppets in the roles. They are playing characters. This isn't a Kermit plays Kermit. This is a Kermit is playing Clark Griswold type role. But the reason I think Christmas Vacation really works is, one, it's kind of a timeless classic. Everybody loves this movie. And it's very heavy in Muppet style humor. It's kind of cheesy. It's campy. It's got a lot of slapstick. There's a lot of opportunities for the Muppets to really enhance what's going on. I'm talking like in the sequence where they're trying to get the lights to work, instead of flipping on a switch, we're talking Crazy Harry's blowing something up and the lights, boom, they all come on. These characters, I have a full cast. I am going to run through them as quickly as I can. Kermit is obviously Clark Griswold. Miss Piggy plays Ellen Griswold. Robin plays Russ. And Janice, because she's one of the only female Muppets and has kind of teenage energy, plays Audrey. Fozzie plays Cousin Eddie, while Sweetums in drag plays Catherine. And their children are played by Bean Bunny, who plays Ruby Sue, and Rizzo the Rat, who plays Rocky. Statler and Waldorf obviously play Uncle Lewis and Aunt Bethany. That one's just kind of an obvious one there. Ted Danson and Jennifer Coolidge play Kermit's parents. Sam Eagle and Miss Poogie play Ellen's parents.
Oh my god.
Rolf plays Bill, the coworker who is talking about the pool with Clark. Julia Louise, Bill, the employee who's working.
No. Who's playing Bill?
Rolf.
Okay, good. Go on.
Julia Louise-Dreyfus reprises her role as Margot opposite Gonzo, who is playing Todd. Link Hogthrob, because I had to get him in there, is Frank Shirley, and Yolanda is his wife. Denise, Kermit's girlfriend from the ABC show, plays Mary, the lingerie lady. Bobo the bear plays the police chief. Scooter is the guy who delivers the Jelly of the Month Club. Animal plays the dog. Fufu the dog plays the cat, and the River Bottom gang from Emmett Otters play the asshole truck drivers who at the start of the movie are racing Clark. So that is my and it's a straight kind of remake-ish type thing with more Muppets. Like I'm thinking Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker are helping put up the lights. Like Muppets show up. Obviously, we have to have a rendition of the Christmas Vacation song done by Electric Mayhem, which I think just in general would be a beautiful thing to hear. So yeah, it's a little more straight than what you're pitching, but I think that the story itself already fits so beautifully, and the cast just falls into place perfectly.
All right, let's find out.
I mean, what you have is a cast. You don't have a pitch per se, except just let's remake Christmas Vacation, but with the Muppets. I feel like what I'm doing is a lot more unique. It's really kind of taking the characters like in a new direction. We're not going with the standard like mainstays of the Muppets, and I feel like that's what's appealing about my argument. Also, you literally cannot think of anything beyond the lights to do like broad physical comedy with, because that's really the only, like, Christmas Vacation is very dialogue driven. It's very much like, yeah, there's some slapstick in there here and there, but my movie is wall to wall slapstick and sight gags. Like, you can't do something like an army of cloned Beakers in Santa Claus costumes chasing Sweetums in your movie. And I also feel like the commercialism element of my movie is just, it works better for the Muppets. I feel like you could just get a lot more kind of cynical humor out of it, especially with the idea of Haley Joel Osment is like just a bratty fucking man-child that Sweetums has to cater to. Basically, what I'm pitching is like you're making fun of the whole trope of the overworked dad. Like, Sweetums is like a goddamn sweetheart who absolutely has time for his family, but Haley Joel Osment is just a little shit and he doesn't appreciate it. And really, Sweetums just wants to make things right with his adoring wife, Vera Farmiga. You know, she's the only one who's on this brat side. I think that whole dynamic is just really funny. I came up with it on the fly. I don't think you can do as creative of a pitch with just like, yeah, it's Christmas shenanigans. It's the family stuck together in a house for Christmas. I just don't think yours plays into that kind of broad, over-the-top, satirical Muppet stylings like my pitch would.
I think you're absolutely wrong in that. I think it absolutely can. It's a family. It's a story about family. It's a story about family coming together for the holidays that are dysfunctional. They don't really work together very well. They're all living in this very cramped space. That feels very Muppets to me. These are characters who are very strong, distinct personalities who are now trapped in a very small place as tensions rise throughout the entire movie. And I can think of more scenes than the lights. There's the sequence going out to find the tree. There's the road chase right before it. There is the lights. That's a main set piece. There's the SWAT team breaking through. But there's so many different moments of iconography from Christmas Vacation that fit Muppet styling. I think the Muppets can be used to plus it.
Okay. I feel like what you're pitching here is just like Christmas Vacation is just kind of like, and this is kind of one of my problems with your pitch, is that it really is just kind of like the prototypical, it's basically like a Christmas sitcom. So like the set pieces are essentially just like, yeah, they're trying to find a tree. They're trying to hang the lights, you know, it's just kind of like the average stuff. Like, I feel like Jingle All the Way's premise, it's repeatable. It's something that people still go back to the well on. Like we just saw with, honestly, the movie itself was kind of forgettable. I don't even really remember the name of it, but it's the movie where the Power Glove was like the big coveted item, and that's definitely a takeoff of Jingle All the Way. I feel like Jingle All the Way, like it's not as iconic as Christmas Vacation, but I feel like as far as just being like a formula, it's got almost just as much staying power. And like I said, I feel like the cynical element of Jingle All the Way kind of fits more into what the Muppets is all about. I feel like you're just kind of replacing the already iconic Lampoon stuff with just Muppet stuff that I'm sure will be fine, but probably won't be as well delivered as Christmas Vacation. Whereas I feel like my movie, especially with all the broad, weird choices that I'm making with it, definitely has the potential to be a better movie than the actual movie that it's inspired by.
Okay.
I just
That's
feel like you
take.
can't say that with Christmas Vacation. If you're remaking Christmas Vacation, that movie's already a classic. It's already iconic, and I feel like it'd basically be like remake. I mean,
Right,
not as bad as like something like The Lion King, but it's
you're
kind
right.
of in
It
that
is
same ballpark of like I feel like you're just kind of pitching, not necessarily shot by shot, but you're just kind of recreating moments, and I'm trying to go broader with it.
right. You're not remaking the movie. Is what you're doing. You're changing the movie and changing most of the plot beats and changing most of everything about it. That's making
My
a new
movie would still be
is what
at
that's
its core
called.
a crazy battle to get the Power Man, to get the Turbo Man. When did I ever see that it wasn't a battle to get the Turbo Man? Big Mean Carl and Sweetums are at the heart of that, just like Sinbad and Schwarzenegger are at the heart of this movie.
My issue with Jingle All the Way as a pick is it is too simple. It is just, if my movie is just the lights, as you argued, your movie is just getting the Turbo Man. It's just that.
But I already illustrated a bunch of different scenarios. You've got the Black Friday like shopping sequence. You've got the Santas. You've got the whole cliche of the overworked father. You've got the parade. You've got just Turbo Man and Booster and their iconography. I feel like all of that stuff is more central to Jingle All the Way's identity, whereas, like I said, I feel like the memorable set pieces in your movie are basically just like playing the hits of like what you would expect in a Christmas sitcom, and that's why I don't think it's going to translate as memorably into a Muppet thing.
Your movie doesn't feature the Muppets. Your movie features two Muppets that, sorry, people don't care about. Nobody's going to go buy a ticket to Muppets Jingle All the Way. They're going to go, who the fuck is the fuzzy guy? I don't care about this. They're going to see Kermit dressed as Santa being electrocuted. They're going to be like, I like that movie.
So I think one of the
character.
big reasons why people are heartbroken over the loss of Muppet Vision 3D isn't like we know that we can watch it. We know that Disney might put it up on Disney Plus, right?
You think it's because of the Sweetums?
Yes,
It's not because, it's not because of the Sweetums. It's because it's Muppets in the Park, and it's because it's Jim Henson's last project. It's not because of the fucking
Sweetums is the wow factor. Sweetums is the X factor. Sweetums is the thing you remember. Just like you remember his cameo in the Muppets movie, even though it's very brief, it's one of the most memorable gags in that whole
a character
movie.
who is memorable for showing up and doing a gag, you're going to focus an entire movie on that, and then Big Mean Carl,
feel like
who is
the
also
Muppets
a
is the
gag
kind of
character.
franchise where you can get experimental and do stuff like that. I feel like the Muppets, honestly, because here's the thing:
you're putting single attribute characters into a leading role for an hour and 45-minute movie.
The problem with Disney Muppets right now is I feel like we keep just repeating the same beats with Kermit and Gonzo and Piggy and Fozzie. Like, I feel like it's just like, yeah, let's just throw these characters into different roles. It's getting, frankly, a little stale. I feel like the Muppets needs kind of like a weird, out of left field thing like this. I feel like the Electric Mayhem show was a good step in the right direction.
If this was 1997, I can maybe see your argument. This is 2024. We need the characters to come back, and I think the best way to do it is by remaking something people already love, spicing it up, making it set in 2024 instead of 1986, making this a newer version
my movie
of
can
a
also be
classic
set
story.
in 2024. It kind of goes with the commercialism and the overindulgence.
But in 2024, nobody went shopping for Black Friday. They all did it online. Stores were empty. In 2024, people are still having their in-laws come over, and they're still facing those struggles. This is a much more real, personal story that people have. And is it a little hammy? Absolutely. But it's it's hammy in the right kind of way. People absolutely love and resonate with the fact that the holidays fucking suck sometimes. They are a time where you are stuck with the people you hate the most in a tiny, like, 3-bedroom house, and you have to put on a show
that's the
for
thing.
everybody
Your
and
movie is
celebrate.
just too confined. I mean, the Muppets is all about these set pieces, and outside of the tree farm, you just don't have a lot of stuff that takes place.
You can
outside
expand
the house.
it. I can expand the mall sequence, do a little more shopping hijinks. We can expand it and add in new locations. Maybe they go to a restaurant.
Okay, and then that's getting away from your movie more than my pitch is getting away from my movie.
Okay. Rohit, what say you?
In evaluating the overall arguments, I think Tiki made a more compelling case because I'm looking in the prompts is which Christmas Classic should get a remake, and I don't feel that PerGron made a distinctive point about why this movie should be made. Because I think for me, Tiki really killed. I think the killer point made by Tiki was the fact that Christmas Vacation is ultimately just the best Christmas sitcom. And putting the Muppets, there's really nothing much you do. With Tiki's premise, it's taking the Muppets into sort of the original iteration, the Muppet Show, where it's kind of wild, gonzo, experimental, just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. And taking that and these kind of side characters with Sweetums and whatnot, and taking Jingle All the Way, which is basically a live action cartoon, it makes the Muppet stuff the Muppets being interjected in that kind of space and enhancing with all these weird things. I think that leads into more of an exciting, interesting film. Whereas I feel like for me, like if I'm thinking of Muppets Christmas Vacation, I just feel like, okay, it's just the Muppets doing the bits with doing Chevy Chase stuff, but maybe lesser so because I want to see Chevy Chase. Seeing Muppets do Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff times 10 is just more enthralling. So the point goes to Tiki in my view.
All right, thank you.
Jacob.
I'll keep it simple. PerGron lost the point when he dissed our boy Sweetums.
Thank you, Jacob.
I mean, that's not the sole reason, but that was like definitely one of the deciding
I
factors.
didn't diss him. I said he can't lead a movie. Tell me I'm wrong.
You just did.
Okay.
That's not the only thing that I meant when I said dissing our boy Sweetums. But as far as other reasons go, I'm still giving my vote to Tiki. I'm still giving my point to Tiki.
Yeah,
okay, so not that my vote counts, but it would be for PerGron.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I just want to point out, PerGron, I feel like you could have had a winning argument if you would have emphasized Kermit as Clark Griswold more, because I honestly think that was perfect casting, especially with the ending monologue that Clark gives and the fact that he's trying to hold it together the whole movie until he snaps. Like, that is right up Kermit's alley. Just like, hallelujah! Jesus Christ!
And I will say that, like, Muppets, despite having a lot of gags, is very most of the time dialogue driven too. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see both of these movies. Don't get me wrong. I would see both of them the same day as a double feature.
The reason I had a bad argument, not excusing here, but I was not planning to take on Jingle All the Way. I was planning to take on Bad Santa.
I gave you like a day's warning.
You did, but I didn't check it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's okay. I've never seen Jingle All the Way, so I cannot make any arguments towards it.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right, any comments in relation to the topic we want to highlight real quick? Or
not in relation to the topic, but New Horizons Music says, waiting patiently for the break Kwanzaa debate.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Well, we know that one's going to be Proud Family themed, but aside from that.
Okay.
And Code Geass doesn't like Christmas Vacation and thinks it's mid.
I mean, I
Oh,
honestly
man.
kind of lean that direction as well. I don't think it's mid, but I think it's a little overhyped for what it is.
Mm.
Like I said, at the end of the day, it is just kind of a really good Christmas sitcom.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not, but it's not one of my favorites, though.
Huh.
It never has been.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
All right, let's see something good happen to Tiki. Let's spin the nice wheel.
Oh boy.
Let's bring up the nice wheel. I know you can't see it because of us in the way, but it's the nice wheel.
Yeah.
And let's see what good thing happens to Tiki.
Yeah.
Dragon's Choice. Oh! Okay,
so Tiki, you have an option to flip the coin. Nothing bad will happen to you if you don't get it.
Okay, so basically heads, I get a point. Tails, nothing bad.
Nothing happens. You're fine.
Right. Also, Jacob, can you please give me my point? Pretty please.
Yep, I thought I did.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
He did.
I was down to 0. My bad.
Don't throw off his groove, Tiki.
Okay, my bad.
He threw off my groove.
Okay, let's see if I can get it.
You threw off the production guy's groove, man. Come on.
All right, Tiki's consequence for. And remember, even if it lands tails, you don't lose anything.
Yeah.
So.
Thank God.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
What are the fucking odds?
It likes tails
to nothing.
Do it 3 more times and see what happens. Seriously.
Okay, dragon.
We'll flip it, but you're not going to get anything.
No, I know. I just want to fucking see that coin go on.
I kind of want to give him 3 tries to get a point here. Is that all right, Dragon?
No.
Okay, no, then all right. No.
I will take my bad luck. I just want to see it do heads once.
Oh, come on.
Well, wish granted.
I've got
all right.
battle. I can do it.
All right, no extra points then, unfortunately. But fortunately, you don't lose anything either.
Yep.
All right, so let's see what ills we're going to inflict upon PerGron's heads.
Punishment.
Not you. Now I hope this one is Dragon's Choice.
Let's smack him with a hammer.
Oh, I think you both actually got this one.
Yep. Okay. How serendipitous.
We can sabotage each other.
Yes. I'll hide that one since it came up twice. Not that we'll ever spin it again, but I'll keep it up just in case Dragon changes his mind.
Okay.
So, 2 stopwatch.
All right, on to the speed round. Again, folks, reminder, we will be taking audience questions, be inclined to use them, and you will judge.
We do have some audience questions.
Yes. Okay. All right, Jacob, which audience question would you like to use?
Between the two, there are 2 audience questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So far, yeah.
Well, Code Geass is similar to one that I actually pitched, but I really like LEB's. But right. LEB also is really a fan of the Sweetums hype. So, let's go with LEB's question.
Okay.
Which Disney location make the best venue for a Christmas party?
Elsa's Ice Palace.
Trader Sam's at the Polynesian Resort.
Okay, so it's a fictional location. I was wondering how we were going to distinguish this. I mean, I'm okay with it.
It just says Disney location, so I assumed.
I'm totally fine with this. All right.
I'll leave it up to the judges. I'll repick if I have to.
Well, I mean, let's actually ask LEB what she thinks.
LEB, tell us, do you want fiction or do you want open to be fictional and real?
You don't even know how much I want you to be locked in with Trader Sam's, dude. I have such a good argument against it.
I kept it open on purpose. I think that means you're good to go for those answers.
All right,
here we go.
All right.
And of course, 45 seconds followed by a 15-second rebuttal.
Wait, isn't it 30?
Sorry, yes, 30. Sorry, I keep combining them. Yes, so 30
no.
followed by a 15-second rebuttal.
Nobody got the extra 15 seconds.
I know. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Right. So
All
my big argument against Trader Sam's is that the space is tiny. It's infamous for being tiny. Elsa's Ice Palace is expansive and it's super on theme. Like, I get what you're going for with the tropical vibes around Christmas. That's fun. That's cute. In a bigger location, maybe. Even the Walt Disney World Tiki Room is a bigger location. But Elsa's Ice Palace is where it's at, man. I mean, when I think Christmas, that is exactly the location I go to.
PerGron.
Trader Sam's has an open bar. It has kitschy decorations. It is fun. It is small. It has a patio, and it's going to be warm out, so you're not going to have to worry about being out on the patio. It's cold. When I go out to a Christmas party, I want cozy. I want family. I want friends. I don't want big, expansive ice palace where I'm slipping, falling, and there's no fucking heat. It's going to be so cold in that place. It's going to be ridiculous. I don't want to be there. It's also such a far travel. In snowstorm, I might wreck on the way home. I don't want that for Christmas.
I feel like the travel time just adds to the exclusive factor of my location. I feel like it's the primo spot in Arendelle. It's the place where people are going to want to go. Your place is just too cramped.
Depending on the size of the party, if we have a small family party, it's going to rock. My family party, we have like 25 people. Perfect. And it's kitschy, it's cute, it has an open bar, it has food, it has themes. You can play Meli Kaliki Maka and it's going to fit perfectly.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, Ellie. Their fates are in your hands.
Da, da,
In
da, da.
6 legs, since you are a bee.
Da,
Not
da,
happy
da,
I realize I
da,
literally
da.
could have given you like a Disney Parks bathroom or something.
Remember, you guys can sabotage each other, but not after the timers have begun.
No, I realize this. I'm holding out on that, but I think I could have made good use of it if I would have been able to do park stuff. Anyways.
The laboratory.
Thank you. I did not think I would win that one.
All right.
LEB, disappointed Tiki, bringing him to 2. Currently,
Honestly, the weather argument I thought was killer. I thought, like, fuck, he's right.
I thought so too, but I guess not.
Personally, I kind of like to imagine Elsa's Ice Palace is kind of maybe acting like an igloo in some places where
Maybe.
I don't know. You saw their breath.
I'm just saying or maybe after she renovated it and made it more like an igloo where it traps heat inside.
Right, once she got like the contractors in there and
yeah,
she got all the building permits and stuff, big fines. It was a whole thing.
Sure, why not?
That's a Tiki. He's got 2.
I'm coming back.
Frozen 1.5. Elsa deals with contractors. And the Arendelle fines for not having her builder's permit.
Oh god.
Well, he's a contractor.
The EPA restrictions for building on a mountaintop.
Well, he is a contractor. They don't do much.
All right, what's next?
Okay. All right. Should we do one of my questions, or should we go for another audience one?
Rohit, what do you think?
Since this is the holidays, let's be merry and share with the audience. Let's go for an audience question.
All right, Rohit, pick an audience question then.
But then the next one will be one of dragons.
Okay.
I will go with Little Blue's question.
Which Disney attraction would be the next attraction to have a Christmas overlay?
You know what? I'm gonna go simple. I'm gonna go Slinky Dog Dash.
I'm gonna go with Star Tours.
Any sabotage?
Not on my end.
Oh, let me think. Fucking great moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's just do it. Let's do it.
All right.
So PerGron has great moments with Mr. Lincoln.
See how you can fucking make a Christmas show out of that shit.
Here we go.
Abe Lincoln waxing poetic about Santa Claus.
Well, don't give him any ideas.
All right. Okay, I'm ready to go here. Like I said, simplicity is the name of the game with my pick. I really think that Slinky Dog Dash, you don't need to do a lot with it, but I do think it's the type of attraction where it could use an update every once in a while. And just adding a bunch of lights, a bunch of added Christmas stuff onto the route, just in the guise of like Andy playing with this toy roller coaster, adding Christmas lights to it, just like you might do with like a set of Hot Wheels or something. I feel like it would fit the theme perfectly. It would make for an awesome night ride, and it's simple and money effective.
PerGron, great moments with Mr. Lincoln.
All right. To quote The Atlantic, he responded to the crisis of the Civil War by redefining Thanksgiving and Christmas as days celebrated not on the basis of sectional identities, but rather as the inclusive spirit of American democracy, which he deemed the last best hope of Earth. Abraham Lincoln made Christmas in America. You set this up perfectly. What we have to do, Abraham Lincoln, the birth of Christmas, boom, there it is. There's your show. Talk about how Christmas came to be.
Okay, frankly, like I said, I feel like my pick is very cost effective. It's for a very popular attraction. You don't have to do much. Yours, you would have to entirely work around, entirely redevelop the script, entirely reprogram the animatronic. It's not even a popular show, as much as I would say it.
So nobody would really care if it went down for a nice, awesome overhaul to talk about a really important piece of American history. Meanwhile, we're going to put some decorations up on the Slinky Dog. Who gives a shit? It already looks like Christmas. It's got Christmas lights everywhere. This would be an actually unique thing for Disney to do and to buff up an attraction.
All right, Little Blue. Or Eli.
Slinky Dog, dash away, all.
Little Blue, if you're still here, who do you think won?
Also, if you can, Little Blue, try saying God bless us, everyone, just to kind of add like a seasonal kind of feel to it.
I kind of wish I hadn't wasted my pick on this, just because I kind of feel like my argument would have been the same, just the simplicity over having to reprogram something. But
yeah, that's what you get for giving in to peer pressure, Tiki.
You're right.
I don't even remember what I picked the first time. Oh, Star Tours. I was going to do a Life Day thing.
Yeah, you really wasted that one, Tiki.
You should have gone with Living with the Land or something.
That already has a holiday overlay. And it's awesome.
Oh, it does? Oh,
But it's like the teacup, right? Because you said, well, all he's going to say is it's going to be hot cocoa. That's the only difference.
Little Blue, he didn't go with Star Tours.
Yeah, did you not hear the arguments?
Little Blue, check your question. Come on.
Little Blue, it was between Slinky Dog Dash and
Mr. Lincoln.
Yeah, I kind of feel like at this point, maybe one of you guys should.
All right, Rohit, it was your idea, so I guess you can choose.
What do you got, Judge Dar?
I think just in terms of the Little Blue came up,
Yeah, but you weren't listening to the arguments. So.
Talking random, I couldn't make it out, so maybe it's so.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up for myself.
Literally quoted Wikipedia, so
no, I quoted The Atlantic.
Oh, okay. Well, still, I mean, I don't see what in there could have been misinterpreted as not being Mr. Lincoln.
I
Yeah.
think in terms of the fun and the practicality of the experience, I'm gonna go with Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiki. That brings it to 3-3.
Hell
All
yeah.
tied up.
It's a Christmas miracle. I think I see the people's champ starting to sweat a little bit over there.
Look at him.
I will control the fate of my own award show, god damn it.
Which brings us.
It's not the golden PerGrons.
It will be by the end.
Yeah, it's Tiki's stupid name,
I
not
think,
PerGron's.
I think the name has a retention clause. You can't change it.
It's the golden Tigrons.
So,
No.
Is that how that works, Rohit?
it's
Tigron,
the gold-plated
they sound-
it's the gold-plated Perrys.
They sound like an alien race from an old sci-fi novel. Terror of the Tigrons, written by
It's like
John Fisher.
Okay, enough of this shipping name. Let's just move on.
like a true battle of good versus evil,
Yes.
or naughty versus nice.
There you go. Krampus versus
Well,
Santy.
It's
Naughty
always
versus-
nice to be naughty.
Well, now it's tied between the people's champ and the heel. Who
Hell yeah.
will become the king of Christmas? Dragon, you choose the next question.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a really silly one.
Okay.
Which animated Disney character would make the best hunky snowman come to life?
Oh my god. Oh hell yes. Gaston.
Tiki's actually gonna go with Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh.
Alright, I'm fine with that. Let's do it.
And I'm gonna go with Gaston.
Okay. See, Tiki, now that's actually you saying that.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Tiki, well, you're going first with Christopher
Robin.
Robin.
Okay.
And he's got boyish charm for days.
So first of all, the Ewan McGregor movie already kind of it's like we can age up Christopher Robin, so let's just go ahead and do that for this experiment. I feel like the big argument for Christopher Robin is the fact that if you actually watch Hot Frosty, the character is much more in line with Christopher Robin than he is with Gaston. I mean, the idea of Gaston as hunky snowman is funny, but Hot Frosty, it's not just about having muscles; it's about having a big heart. And Christopher Robin absolutely exemplifies that.
What Hot Frosty was really about was being a hunky himbo who just wants love. And that's all Gaston wants. He wants love. He's going to come to life as this hot, muscly snowman. And he's going to find someone who he can latch himself onto, the most beautiful girl in town. And she's not going to be like Belle. She's going to be like into this because it's a Hallmark type Christmas movie and it's going to work out perfectly. There's no evil beast. Instead, we have an aged up British child that's going to be a hunky himbo. No, he's too smart for that.
Oh dear God. Yeah, like I said, I feel like with Christopher Robin, there's no reason why he can't, work out, and get a little muscular as he gets older and then develop into a snowman. There's no reason that can't happen. Gaston just has no heart. Like, I can't see Gaston having any of the heartwarming moments in Hot Frosty.
Hot Frosty didn't have a heart either. He was made out of snow. He had to develop a heart by falling in love with a woman. So Gaston, who has fallen in love with a woman before, he can do it again. And he's not going to have some weird beast in a castle kidnapper in the middle of his whole shebang. He's going to be able to move this woman over. Gaston wins.
Okay, then.
Okay. Since I have a feeling, Jacob, you have not seen Hot Frosty, right?
No.
I would like you to judge this round.
Oh god.
Oh God.
But this is a hard one to go because
I
he's
feel a little cheated here because I feel like my argument was specifically catered to Dragon, because I know he has seen Hot Frosty.
Well, see, by that logic, you're trying to influence the judge, which you
Yeah,
don't.
that
Dragon, you're the
cheater,
one
tisk tisk.
I mean, isn't the person who chooses a question usually the person who judges? Like, whatever.
Yeah, I agree with Tiki. Come on.
Oh,
Drake.
fine.
I
Okay,
disagree
Rohit,
with
are you really siding with the competitor?
Give
I'm
give
siding with-
Jacob a voice.
I'm
Jacob
siding
doesn't
with-
get a voice.
I'm
I feel
siding
like if
with
anyone should have a voice, it's Rohit because he's the guest judge here.
Dragon.
Well, what do you-
And I
who-
kind
who-
of
who
dropped
should-
him
who
of
should
one of the
vote?
3 judging spots with quitting in the first round.
Okay, Rohit, who do you want to judge this?
You're the one who chose the question.
I did.
You've seen Hot Frosty, so you should be the best at.
Okay, fine. I just wanted to, as a little social experiment. Fine, I was gonna throw it out the window. I'm gonna pick a winner. All right. All right. I gotta give it to PerGron.
All right, fair enough.
Is that so hard, Dragon?
Well, no, but again, it's like fine. Squash all of Jacob's dreams and the hilarity of what putting this poor boy in this situation, But fine.
It's like
Don't be
I'm-
naughty, Dragon.
I-
It's the spirit, brings the spirit of the holiday.
I was trying to help Tiny Tim.
wait a minute. Does that mean I'm gonna die if I don't get a Christmas turkey?
Yeah, you best go shopping, Jacob.
Yeah, pretty much.
And,
Well,
Well,
either
Christmas
way,
goose, actually, not turkey. Christmas goose.
so-
Yeah, they didn't have turkeys in Victorian England.
No.
Okay,
no, they
good.
didn't.
Okay, Christmas goose then.
There you go.
I don't
Either
know
way, that's a clip. That argument's a clip.
Yep. And would Flynn Rider have made a good choice for that question?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely,
Flynn Rider
yeah.
Yeah,
would've been
he was.
perfect.
Yeah.
Also, I
Kronk.
would have gone Kronk.
Yeah, Croc. was
Also
all-
a great option.
The thing is, because remember, one of my favorite behind-the-scenes facts about Tangled is the fact that they created Flynn Rider by assembling a bunch of the women artists at Disney Animation and
Yeah, them women
having
artists.
a,
Yeah.
a hot man meeting.
Oh,
I mean, that's literally what they call it, the hot man meeting.
yep.
I'm not.
And it
making-
worked. Flynn Rider's famously a very attractive character.
See, had there been no dirty pool, that would have been one to see. Kronk versus Flynn Rider. There you
Yeah.
go.
More unfortunate nowadays
Also-
in retrospect, but
Also, Hercules. Hercules would have been a good pick.
I almost went Hercules, but I kind of just wanted to steal Gaston. from
And
Elf
Tarzan.
a lot of good choices.
there are a lot of good hot frosties in the Disney canon. It's
A
kind
lot of
weird.
himbos.
David from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
David would have been an
Yeah.
excellent choice.
Simba.
You know what would have been really funny?
What?
Okay, it would have been really funny if the switcheroo pick was Phil from Hercules.
Oh yeah.
It would have been really funny instead of Christopher Robin, just like out of left field. But yeah.
Kristoff would have been a good choice as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's literally in a movie called Frozen.
I feel like one of the worst choices would have been Edgar from the Aristocats.
what about Jasper and Horace?
Well, it had to be one. It can't be a duo.
Oh, no, the joke is it would be both of them.
Yeah, what are they? Conjoined snowman?
I want to watch that. I want to watch that Hot Frosty. Just
We
to,
were
like-
too close together when we came to life. This is no way to live. We're the family brothers. Ah!
Honestly, Milo from Atlantis would be an interesting pick for the Hot Frosty.
All right.
Anyway.
Enough of our dream fan casting of Hot Frosty.
Yeah, we already our own hot man meeting.
Yeah, that's what that was.
so yeah. let's-
Maynard, the guy who hosts the Tiki Room sometimes.
Oh, I thought you meant Mater from Cars.
No, Maynard.
Oh.
Maynard.
Mater.
Mater from Cars. Well, gee, there, I'm a hot.
the conversation.
Okay, so we should
Anyway.
probably move on to another question.
Shang.
Okay, this-
Shang.
Shang.
all right, yeah.
We get
Give
the
us another- Give
There's
us
so
another
many of
himbo
them.
question.
We get it. BD Wong is a thirst trap. We're just gonna move on there. Okay,
Give us
so
another himbo question now.
LAB. Think of another himbo question.
Yeah, give us one, LEB. I'll
More-
throw the next
more-
round just to get to it.
More like a Jimbo.
It'll be an exhibition match, not a mainline not a main speed round question.
okay. Anyway, this is a question coming from Judge Dar, since we're deferring to him. Which MCU character would be the best replacement for Santa Claus in a Tim Allen Santa Claus situation?
Like he kills Santa and takes over?
Drax.
But,
Drax
yeah.
the Destroyer.
Okay, Tiki's got Drax. PerGron.
I'm going to go with the Hulk.
Okay.
More himbos.
Hey,
We're
Hulk
keeping
has
the-
full PhDs. Respect Dr. Bruce's academic career.
The 12 days of himbo.
Drax
Bruce,
eventually put on a shirt.
Bruce is the PhD. The Hulk is not.
Yeah, and
Well,
I'm going like I'm not
Larry
going
is
Professor
Hulk.
Hulk. I'm going like Avengers Hulk.
Thank you for clarifying that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Either way, Tiki, you're going first.
Okay, so first of all, I think by and large my argument rests on the fact that Drax, out of any character in the MCU, does feel like he would just wind up in a situation where he does accidentally kill Santa. It just seems like something that would happen to him. And the guy has a fucking heart of gold, and he would adapt to the role so well. Look at how he handled the kids in Guardians Volume 3. I feel like he's honestly tailor-made to be the MCU Santa Claus. He'd fit the role like a glove.
Hulk go through chimney now. Hulk deliver presents now. Hulk angry that stockings too tiny for Hulk hands. Hulk smash Christmas tree. Hulk smash Christmas tree. It would just be funny. It would be really funny. I can also see him killing Santa accidentally. I can see him crashing through a roof. Hulk eat milk cookies too small.
Okay, a fundamental problem with your argument is the fact that MCU Hulk just simply does not have that much dialogue. And, I mean, it's just like, I feel like the whole thing with the Santa Claus is you need to be professional about it in that universe. It is literally a job title, and the Hulk would straight up blow it. He'd be fired immediately.
Hulk accidentally take this job. Hulk not apply for job. Hulk perfect Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Hulk rest his time. Hulk yield his time to the chair.
Okay, Rohit, who do you think won?
Breathe, Rohit, breathe.
Oh man.
Would you like some time to think it over?
Oh no.
Breathe, Rohit, breathe.
Breathe through the nose.
In spite of the entertainment of PerGron, in terms of the question, Tiki provided the better argument for Drax. Tiki gets the
So it's all tied up.
Come back, kid.
And remember, Drax is one of the duo that kidnapped Kevin Bacon, so he's kind of already a Santa.
I was leaning towards Tiki myself, but PerGron was hysterical.
Yeah.
Hulk green, Christmas red.
Hulk didn't kidnap Kevin Bacon.
Does that mean Harrison Ford's Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, put them together. That's Christmas. I'm just glad I got to do that.
What if Air Force One were a Christmas movie? Anyway, so
Get off my sleigh.
I just want us all to appreciate how great the interactions between both Hulk and Drax and Bernard would be. Both characters would have such fun interactions with them.
I feel like both
See,
of those
David.
were. I feel like I just wrote a Mad TV episode.
I would love to see David Crumbles just react, just, like play it straight, just react to the Hulk as his new boss. That would be hysterical.
Bring me Coco.
Hulk no like Snickerdoodle.
Where is Mrs. Santa Claus?
Anyway,
Hulk smash.
uh-oh.
Wait, what?
That's not.
It couldn't handle the
I just
power
need to
of
refresh.
Hulk Santa Claus.
It couldn't handle the Hulk.
There we go.
All right,
I don't know.
let's see.
Don't know
We
what
have a
that was.
timer. We have a Hulk.
All right, folks. It comes down to this. The people's champ and the heel are tied.
All right, Jacob, would you like me to use one of your questions, or should I go with a different one?
But first, I gotta point this out. Haha, Green Man funny.
That was my Jabba the Hutt.
Because he's green, isn't it?
It's because I'm green, isn't it? All right. But yes, Dragon, I'd like to go with one of my questions.
Okay. Which item from a Disney movie would make the best Christmas present?
Oh, okay. Question: is it Disney, Pixar, just Walt Disney Animation Studios? What are the parameters here?
Let's just keep it animated. It can be Disney or Pixar.
Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna go with straight up just the original Buzz Lightyear, the one from 1995, first edition Buzz.
Mm.
PerGron.
Model.
I will go with the Black Cauldron.
Oh my god!
Okay. That's an interesting choice.
It's good to see you do well. It's so good to see you do well under pressure, PerGron.
All right. Tiki, you're first with Buzz Lightyear.
I mean, frankly, I think I just have the obvious pick here. I mean, I think Buzz Lightyear just in the 90s, like, keep in mind, I grew up with Buzz Lightyear. Like, I was 5 years old. It was the second movie I ever saw in movie theaters. And that fucking toy just redefined expectations for kids the world over of what a toy and what a present could be. It is literally the embodiment of the joy and the wonder and the discovery of an awesome Christmas present. Oh shit.
That's bad.
Our
Okay,
judge
well, I'll
left.
just end my argument there. Let's just kind of hopefully he comes back.
All right, well, we're going to give him. We're going to look at some comments here. Let's see. Okay, earlier, I just want to highlight this. You know, he said, like, yeah, champs. Oh, he's back. There, thank goodness he's back. All right.
For some reason, my tab crashed.
Well, I think it was because of the memory thing, Jacob.
Yeah, I don't know what's causing that.
No idea. All right, so Tiki, you're satisfied where you left that, right?
I'm satisfied where I left it. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna transition.
I didn't hear the end of it though. So
Well, well. Oh yeah, you're right. Jacob does need to hear that.
Well,
I mean,
Okay, well,
somebody.
should I recap it, or do you want? Like,
yeah, recap it, Dragon.
Okay, so Tiki, tell me if this sounds right. So in essence, Tiki was arguing.
I mean, I only didn't hear like the last 5 seconds.
As soon as you dropped, Tiki said, "I'll end it there."
All right, that's
So.
good. That's good then.
Okay.
PerGron, you're up.
Dragon, hold on. Dragon, just in case, can you just tell him the last point I made?
Let's see. Specifically the last point was okay. So I just want to make sure I have it right here because I remember what the argument was. The last point essentially was the obvious pick. Buzz Lightyear again. He kind of changed the game as far as toy design goes. Kind of a symbol of joy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You pretty much got it. Okay. Just making sure.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that.
What is a measly plastic toy to the powers of death itself? What screams Christmas like complete world domination through an army of the dead whom you summon and are bent to your every single will? A toy is a toy. We all get toys. I want power. I crave power. And that's what the Black Cauldron gives you. It gives you unrelenting power. What kid doesn't want that on Christmas?
Okay, honestly, PerGron, this fucking answer is so stupid. It's so stupid. First of all, first and foremost, I think a big factor here is you cannot wrap the Black Cauldron, and a good Christmas present needs to be wrapped. And the Black Cauldron literally fundamentally goes against everything that Christmas stands for.
Buzz Lightyear's corporate greed, and the Black Cauldron is power that you can use to take your power back. The Black Cauldron's perfect. You can absolutely wrap it. Put it in a box, wrap it up, boom, baby. You got a Black Cauldron. It would be the perfect gift for any kid for Christmas. They have all the power in their hands.
I'm terrified.
Well, Jacob.
I'm just gonna cast my vote by saying, no, PerGron, that was your job of the Hutt. And that means Tiki wins Christmas.
All right, I literally can't believe I actually pulled that out after.
Neither can I. I thought you were doomed.
Started on.
Wow, we did not have faith in Tiki.
Christmas kid. I don't know.
The naughty wins this year.
Oh, how that's true in more ways than one. Whew.
I want world domination. Tiki wants an action figure. I don't know. Congratulations. I hope you get your wish.
I hope he gets his wish too. It's just an action figure.
I mean, it's like it'd be an awesome Christmas present for literally one person in the world, and then everyone else.
What would be the best Christmas present? It would be the one that grants you complete power over death itself. That's a pretty fucking sick gift.
Who is that gift for? Mussolini? Come on.
That's for me.
Mussolini will look tame to what PerGron does with the Black Gold.
Yeah, you have no idea. I'm gonna summon my army of the dead, and they're gonna do Christmas shopping for me next time.
Couldn't you just make like soup in it or something? Couldn't you?
I could do whatever I want. It's mine.
I'm just seeing like new provisions written to the Geneva Convention because of what PerGron does with the Black Hole grid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the point.
See, PerGron didn't take our
Finland will never know what hit him.
LEB, we could use another himbo question right about now.
Well, don't force it.
I know. I'm just saying we could go for one right now.
If anyone has one, we'd be inclined to use it. But
Rohit, do you have any himbo questions in mind?
Well, I was gonna use my other it's a speed round question. You can use as a exhibition match sort of a deal.
All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, we have now we have an LEB.
There we go.
Yeah.
John Travolta in the Capital One commercials.
What? I know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh God, I don't fucking know.
I have an idea. I have an idea though.
What?
I at least have two ideas.
I'm gonna go with Russell and the Christmas Chronicles.
That was actually one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The other one was actually I have three now. Either Klaus or the one from Rise of the Guardians.
Yeah, I feel Rise of the Guardians is good. I feel like Klaus is just too pure of a character to be hunky.
I was going to suggest Tom Cavanaugh from the Snow movies, but
Well, all right. So for no beans. John Travolta in the Capital One the Capital One commercials.
No magic beans.
You want a hunk? You want the hunkiest man you can think of? John Travolta in the Capital One Christmas commercials. This is a man who's dancing. He's sex and appeal this up. All right, he's walking in. He's winking. He's touching his nose. This is a hunky man. You're walking in and he's flirting with everybody. This man is dripping with sex appeal. I yield my time to the chair.
So I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage because I haven't seen these damn commercials because I don't watch TV. But I feel like Kurt Russell, the thing with Kurt Russell over John Travolta is that John Travolta back in like the Saturday Night Fever days or the Grease days was a sex symbol, sure. I feel like Kurt Russell still maintains that kind of like rugged sort of charm and appeal a lot more than Travolta does in his older age. And that's where I think the two Santas kind of like, that's why I think.
John Travolta in the Capital One, he's doing the Saturday Night Fever thing. He is a silver fox, all right? He's got the long flowing hair. He's got the winks. He's got the moves. This is a hunky man. Kurt Russell's good, but he's a little too old. And, I think John Travolta just looks better.
I mean, I just feel like Kurt Russell, just as far as pure, hunky factor, I feel like he's just one of those people that just doesn't age, frankly. He might get older, but I feel like his appeal is always going to be there. And John Travolta, he's doing the Saturday Night Fever shtick.
Daddiest Santa I can get behind. Hunkiest is Travolta.
I just when I watched when I had no idea that was actually John Travolta.
Yeah.
Man. Ellie, which Santa do you want to fuck? That's
You degenerate attorney god.
That's a different question.
Yeah.
That's a different question.
It's an entirely different question. Come on.
I'll debate that question.
Ellie, I apologize for this cat. I'm sorry.
This is a family show.
Rohit, I'll debate that question. Don't get me wrong, but
Rohit, this is a family show. Well, there you go.
Yeah, this is a quality family show comment.
Yeah.
This is all Tiki's fault for suggesting Ron Frosty this year.
Come on, that was fun. That was
No, it's fine. I'm just saying he's the root cause of it. That's all I'm saying.
Should I watch Hot Frosty?
yes.
I still haven't watched the Christmas Chronicles.
Oh, what? Oh,
Christmas Chronicles is legitimately just.
I would not watch Hot Frosty before watching Christmas Chronicles.
I know. I was actually planning on watching it this year.
Well, there you go.
But both of them.
Oh, don't watch the second one.
Yeah, the second. What's the first one?
I still want to watch. I'm still going to watch both of them regardless.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, maybe I'll have a different opinion.
The second one's terrible.
It's not. No, it's nothing, Jacob. There's nothing. The second one's not bad. It's the first one's a classic.
I know. Yeah. I know. I'm just saying. I might like the second one too.
I don't know. That kid from New Zealand, I can't stand him.
Yeah. Well.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Well, you liked him in Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yeah, but I feel like ever since that movie, he's pretty much been doing the same shtick over and over again. I feel like doesn't have much range. And you just like him because of Deadpool 2.
I don't disagree. I'm not saying you can't do a little much.
You're pulling me out.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that's not true. I do. That's why I'm going to bat for him. But you liked him in that movie. I liked him in another movie. Beyond that, he's kind of a one-trick pony. There we go. Well, I guess 2 tricks technically, but still, he's a 2-trick pony. He can jump both fences.
In different directions.
All right. And so, folks, the People's Champ loses for a second time in a row, concluding the year with a loss against the heel Tiki.
Having a sad boy Christmas that
when I get the black cauldron, you'll all pay.
Oh God.
Is you really the People's Champ, PerGron, with that comment?
Maybe who knows? Because with the Black Cauldron, he's off sounding an awfully lot like a heel.
I know, right?
See, LEV likes him because he's the bad boy. That's the only reason everyone likes PerGron.
he's the hero, but he's also a misunderstood bad boy.
Yeah,
he's
a renegade. He's like Pee Wee Herman. He's a renegade.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see if the People's Champ can reclaim his title in the next year.
Maybe next time.
All right, Dragon, take us out.
All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. We're very grateful that you showed up. We want to wish you all a nice, a happy holiday. Whatever you may celebrate. And of course, I want to thank Code Geass, Anime Fan, Little Blue, LEB, New Horizons Music. Keeper Colby.
I wonder who that guy is. He sounds handsome.
That's probably some jerk.
I don't know. He sounds like a guy who'd miss a poo to abuse the Black Cauldron.
Yeah, he's probably pure evil. Anyway, Merry Christmas, folks. See you next year. And again, we have a whole bunch of stuff coming to you in the meantime.